Hello, hi, namaskara to all the viewers of this channel and also my CA aspirants. My dear student, recently we have completed fifth chapter of our CA foundation, that is chapter depreciation. Which chapter it is? The chapter is depreciation chapter. Fine. See, now we are entering into the chapter 6, that is bills of exchange. What chapter it is? Chapter 6. Chapter 6, bills of exchange. Really speaking, many students will feel that, sir, bills of exchange is a very difficult chapter. No, my dear students, it is a very easy chapter. I am here to feel you that depreciation is a very easy chapter. In order to make the bills of exchange, not depreciation, bills of exchange. In order to make the bills of exchange as an easy chapter, I give you some clues, some hints, some points to be remembered. Keep those points in your mind in order to make bills of exchange as an easy chapter. Sir, what are the points? In this particular problem, I take the two examples. I take three names. One name is, I take my own name, Sudhakar. I take another name, Bharati. She is my wife. Okay. I take another name, that is Radha. I take these three names to make you to feel that bills of exchange is a very easy chapter. Okay, let me start. What is bills of exchange? Bills of exchange is a negotiable instrument. What the bills of exchange? There are two negotiable instruments, my dear student, mainly. One is a bills of exchange, another one is a promissory note. In the later stage, I tell you what is the difference between bills of exchange and a promissory note. I am requesting each and every student, please listen to this video very carefully with lot of interest. Try to make the key points because I am spending much time in this particular video. You should never miss. You should listen from the beginning till the end. It may cross even 45-50 minutes also. A lengthy video. This video will give you the full detailed information about a bills of exchange. Bills of exchange is a negotiable instrument according to the Negotiable Instrument Act. Okay, what happens in bills of exchange? One person will draw the bill, another person will accept it. In order to make you understand, one person will make a proposal, the other person will accept it. I propose to my wife Bharati, I propose to Bharati. If Bharati accepts it, then there comes the relationship. Okay, now let us move on to the concept. What happens here? There are three important parties, my dear students. There are so many important parties, but there are two important parties right now. One is drawer, another is drawee. Now try to have a clarity. Drawer is a person who draws the bill. Who is drawer? Drawer is a person who draws the bill. Drawee is a person who accepts the bill. Please, I am requesting every student, please make a note of it in your notes. Drawer is a person who draws the bill. Drawee is a person who accepts the bill. Drawee is a person on whom the bill is drawn. Okay, instead of remembering that, best method is who accepts the bill. Did you understood? Drawer is a person who draws the bill. Drawee is a person who accepts the bill. Did you got it? Here Sudhakar is a drawer. Who is drawer? Here Sudhakar is a drawer. Who is Bharati? Bharati is a drawee. In the later stage, I tell you why Sudhakara draws the bill on particularly Bharati and why Bharati accepts the bill. I explain it in the later stage after a few minutes. For right now, my dear children, drawer is a person who draws the bill. Drawee is a person who accepts the bill. In this particular example, Sudhakar is a drawer and a Bharati is a drawee. Did you understood? Got a meaning of drawer and drawee? Please make a note of it. Later I go for due date of a bill. What, my dear children? Let us go for a due date of a bill. What do you mean by due date of a bill? What? We have to write due date of a bill. Let me write due date of a bill. Due date of a bill means the date on which drawee, I mean acceptor, I mean Bharati, has to pay money to the drawer called Sudhakar. Did you understood? Are you making a note? Due date of a bill means the date on which the drawee, the acceptor called Bharati, is supposed to make the payment of money to the drawer called Sudhakar. मतलब ओ भारती है ना ड्रॉई, कब ड्रॉयर को पैसे देना, on what date she is supposed to met the bill, on what dates that Bharati is supposed to honor the bill, on what date that Bharati has to pay money to Sudhakar. वो कब देना पड़ता है ना वो डेट को हमें क्या बोलते हैं? ड्यू डेट बोलते. Now, how to ascertain the due date? Simple logic. Take the date of bill. For that, you add duration of the bill. For that, you add 3 grace days. I am requesting each and every student, please make a note of this particular concept. It's a duration of nearly 50 minutes. Even it may exceed 50 minutes also. But it will gives you the whole information about bills of exchange chapter. Now, due date means वो date आता है ना, कब वो ड्रॉयर को पे करना. वो कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं? How we can ascertain the due date of a bill? Very simple. Take the date of a bill. Assume that Sudhakara drawn the bill on Bharati on 1st May 2025. When he drawn 1st May 2025. Duration of the bill, assume that it is a 3 months. For that, we have to add 3 grace days. Sir, a grace days क्या है sir? A grace days कब लेना sir? Always लेना और कब लेना? When we have to take it? For that, my dear student, according to the Negotiable Instrument Act. What? According to the Negotiable Instrument Act means whenever you come across bills called bills of exchange and promissory note. What? Bills of exchange and promissory note. In such cases, we have to take 3 grace days. क्या लेना पड़ता? 3 grace days. Extra days we have to give to the drawee. Okay, according to Negotiable Instrument Act. Oh, okay. Shall we find out a due date of the bill? See, these are the basic concepts. These are the ABCD of bills of exchange. If you understand this, we can understand very easily the problem. वो अब तो 1st May को ड्रॉ किए. कितना महीने? 3 महीने है ना. मई के बाद क्या आता? जून आता. जुलाई, अगस्त आया. क्या आया अब? अगस्त महीने आया. सेम ईयर रहता. डेट क्या करना? ये तो आपने पहले डेट में ड्रॉ किया है ना. कितना ग्रेस डेज लेना, 3 ग्रेस डेज लेना. पहला डेट May 1 को 3 डेज ऐड करना. पहला डेट को 3 डेज ऐड किया तो कितना होता, अब 4 होता. नाउ योर ड्यू डेट विल बी 4th August 2025. मालूम हुआ क्या बोला मैं? इफ इट इज 5 मंथ्स, ये तो मई है, मई के बाद 5 महीने लेना. मई के बाद जून, जुलाई, अगस्त, सितंबर, अक्टूबर. अब क्या लेना? 4th अक्टूबर लेना. मालूम हुआ? हाउ मेनी पॉइंट्स आई एक्सप्लेन माय डियर स्टूडेंट? I explained 3 points. Debtor is a person who drawer is a person who draws the bill. Drawee is a person who accepts the bill. Due date of a bill means take the date of a bill, add the duration of a bill, add the 3 grace days according to the Negotiable Instrument Act. और 3 point अब मालूम हुआ है ना? Let me move on to the next point. When the goods are sold on to debtor on credit. क्या बोल रहा है इधर? Goods are sold to debtor on credit. Shall I explain this point? Now, Sudhakara sold goods to Bharati. Who sold goods? Sudhakara sold. To whom the goods are sold? Bharati. Now remember, my dear student, we are passing the journal entries in the books of Sudhakar. When we are passing entries in the books of Sudhakar, please remember that we are all Sudhakar. We are doing answer for Sudhakar. Means Sudhakar business. Whose business we are into? We are into the business of Sudhakar. We are into the business of what? Sudhakar. Okay. Sudhakar sold goods to Bharati means we sold goods to Bharati. Who sold goods to Bharati? Instead of calling Sudhakar, you call Sudhakar as a we. We sold goods to Bharati. Sold means what? Income. According to the 5 star, asset debit, expenses debit. Liability, capital, income, credit. Asset ज़्यादा हुआ तो debit, asset decrease हुआ तो credit. है ना ये? You know very well, right? Liability increases credit, liability decreases debit. है ना ये concept? Please remember, sales means income. Income means what? What to do for this income? Income is to be credited. Who is Bharati? Please have a concentration. When you people learn rectification of errors, you feel so easy. Sold goods to Bharati. Sold means income. Income क्या करना? Credit करना. Then who is Bharati? Bharati is our debtor. Who is Bharati? Bharati is our debtor. When you sold goods to Bharati, your debtor increases. or asset increases, debit karna. Then what is a journal entry? For this journal entry will be Bharati's account debit to sales account. Please, I am telling you, never listen to this. While listening, please you make a note in your notes. What is a journal entry when we sold goods to Bharati? Sales means income, credit, Bharati is debit. I am not at all teaching the old system called personal account, real account, nominal account. I am not at all following. We are following the Western method. We are following the modern method, which is given by our ICAI board according to the asset, liability, capital, income, expenses. When we sold goods, sold means income. Income ko kya karna? Credit. To whom it is sold? Bharati. Now who is Bharati? Bharati is your debtor. What happened to Bharati? Bharati increased. Your income credit, debtor increased debit, entry will be Bharati's account debit to sales account. Did you understood? Now I tell you who is Bharati now. Bharati is not only acceptor. Bharati is a debtor. Bharati is a debtor, Bharati is a acceptor. Did you understood? Now who is Bharati? Who is Bharati? Bharati is a debtor. Bharati is a acceptor. Bharati is a drawee. Remember, debtor means drawee. Debtor means acceptor. Here debtor and acceptor means Bharati only. Who is Sudhakar? Sudhakar is a seller. Sudhakar is a drawer. The person who draws the bill. Did you understood? Now, you got a meaning of what? You got a meaning of debtor, mean drawer, drawee, due date, when the goods are sold on credit to the debtor. Fine. Now, let us move on to the real concepts of bills of exchange. See, I mentioned so many things, I left the place also. Now, what happened to this particular concept? Let me see. Shall we? Are you ready to listen, my dear children? Bills drawn by Sudhakar, accepted by Bharati. You are doing answer for whom? Sudhakar. Bills drawn by Sudhakar. Again I tell you. For Sudhakar, it is a bills receivable. What? For Sudhakar, it is a bills receivable. For Bharati, it is a bills payable. I won't tell by keeping Bharati in my mind. We always speak the journal entry by keeping Sudhakar in our mind. वो समझ लेना बाद में. पहले क्या समझ लेना? Sudhakar is a drawer. For drawer, it is a bills receivable. Bharati is a drawee. Bharati is a debtor. Bharati is a acceptor. For Bharati, it is a bills payable. Okay. When you learn this, please remember we are doing answer not at all for Bharati. We are doing answer only for Sudhakar. For Sudhakar, bills drawn means what? For Sudhakar, bills drawn means, for Sudhakar, bills drawn means, for Sudhakar, bills drawn means, bills are bills receivable to Sudhakar. Bills receivable bole to asset. Hai na ye? Good. Please keep it this point in your mind. Now I am moving for practical example, practical explanation. There are nearly 4 to 5 situations in this chapter. Shall I continue? Bills drawn. Who draws the bill? Bills drawn by Sudhakar, accepted by Bharati. When Sudhakar drawn the bill, we can say that bills receivable increased, it is to be debited. Who is Bharati? Bharati is a debtor. Debtor decreased, it is to be credited. Now the question is, sir, how you can say BR increased and debtor decreased? Very simple, my dear student. When you sold goods to Bharati, your debtor increased. Right? Now, bills drawn means you are converting debtor into BR. What you are doing? What you are doing, my dear children? We are converting debtors into BR. When you convert debtors into BR, आपका debtors decrease हुआ and BR increase हुआ. मालूम हुआ क्या बोल रहा हूं मैं? समझ में आ रहा आपको? Converting the debtor into BR. Sir, why we have to convert? Because to have a documentary evidence. You entered into a rented house. Why you are going for rental agreement? Because if the owner refuses to repay your advance money, if you have a written document, then we can fight in a court of law, right? So that's why in business, everything should be in documentary evidence. Nothing should be in oral style. Did you understood? Even you know partnership deed, written agreement signed by all the partners, duly stamped according to Stamp Act. Why? In future, if any discrepancies arises, we can resolve all those discrepancies by using the written document. So that's what bills receivable is, nothing but written document. It is a negotiable instrument. Okay, fine. Please, Bakla, come back. Listen to me what Sudhakara is explaining. Bills drawn by Sudhakara, accepted by Bharati means what? You are converting the debtor into BR. अब क्या हुआ? BR बढ़ गया, आपका डेटार चढ़ गया. BR बढ़ गया means asset increase, it is to be debited. Debtor means Bharati decreased, credited. Then what is a journal entry for this? Shall I write a journal entry? For this, journal entry is bills receivable account debit to Bharati's account. मालूम हुआ? Fine. Bharati met the bill on the due date means bill honored. Sir, what do you mean by met? Met means, is it the slipper that we are wearing? We are calling slipper is also met. Right? Somebody will say, met I beat you with my met. Please remember, it is not that kind of met. It is not slipper. Here met means Bharati honored. Bharati honored means Bharati paid money to Sudhakar. Okay, it means Bharati met bills means bills honored. Bills honored means, I tell you the real meaning. Bills honored means cash received. What do you mean by met? Cash received. Now the question arises. Is it? Are you receiving cash from Bharati, or else are you receiving cash from Bharati in terms of discharge of bills? मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ मालूम हुआ? पहले गुड्स भारती को सोल्ड किए थे, भारती आया, भारती कन्वर्टेड इनटू BR, भारती प्लेस में क्या आया? अब BR आया. नाउ भारती मेट व्हाट? इज इट भारती मेट भारती और भारती मेट BR? भारती मेट BR. When Bharati met BR, my dear student, please remember, when you received cash, cash increases, it is to be debited. Bharati is not. Your bills receivable decreased, it is to be credited. Did you understood? What do you mean by bills met? Bills met means it is the amount received from Bharati as a discharge of bill. अब cash increase हुआ, bills decrease हुआ. अब क्या लिखना है एंट्री? cash account debit to bills receivable account. I hope, my dear children, did you understood what I told? First entry, goods sold to Bharati. Sales means income, debtor increases, Bharati account debit to sales. Bharati is converted into BR, BR increase हुआ, Bharati decrease हुआ, BR account debit to Bharati account. So Bharati cancel हो गया अब. Now Bharati made the bill amount on due date, means bill honored. Bill honored means cash received from bills, not from Bharati. I'm telling you, bills met means not received from Bharati, but it is received from Bharati in terms of discharge of bill. So अब cash increase हुआ, bills decrease हुआ, cash account debit to bills receivable account. I hope you got this first page explanation right. Now let me move on to the next concept. Bill endorsed. What happened? Bill endorsed. Bill endorsed means what? Endorsed means transfer of bill. To whom? To creditor. To endorsee. What do you mean by endorsed? Transfer of bill to creditor. Endorsee. According to my problem, here endorsee is whom? Radha. For Sudhakar, Radha is a creditor. For Sudhakar, Radha is what? Creditor. For Sudhakar, I am telling you, for Sudhakar, Radha is creditor. Radha is endorsee. For that endorsee, Sudhakara endorsed bill to Radha. Fine. Sudhakara endorsed bill to endorsee called Radha. When Sudhakara endorsed bill, the bill decreases. When the bill decreases, it is to be credited. Good. Here NRC means creditor. Creditor means Radha. When you gave the bill to Radha, your creditor also decreased. है ना? Assume that मैं राधा को 10,000 देना था. Who is Radha? Radha is a creditor. For that creditor, Sudhakar, what he did? He endorsed. He gave. What he gave? He gave bills to Radha. अब क्या हुआ? अब बिल्स भी डिक्रीज हो गया, क्रेडिटर भी डिक्रीज हो गया. क्या हुआ? अब बिल्स भी डिक्रीज हो गया and creditor भी decrease हो गया. Now the Radha, the creditor also decreased. Wait for few seconds. Here and there the pen will struck. What happened? Bills decreased, right? Now it came. Sorry, my dear students, your bill decreased. When you paid money to creditor, your creditor also decreased. When liability decreased, it is to be debited. है ना? Liability increased credit, liability decreased debit. See, I am telling you the basic concept. When the bill is endorsed, our bills receivable decreased and simultaneously creditor decreased. Now the entry is what? Radha's account debit to bills receivable account. Fine. Did you understood when I endorsed the bill to Radha? बाद में क्या हुआ? Bharati met the bill on due date. Bill honored. Met means Bharati paid the money. Bharati paid the money to whom? Bharati paid the money to Radha. Who received cash? Please see. Now the bills is available with whom? Now the bills is available with Radha. Now who received the money? Radha received money. What happened to Sudhakar? When Radha received money, what happened to Sudhakar? We can say that no entry for Sudhakar. Please remember, when Bharati met bill to Radha, Radha received money. आपको क्या हुआ? Are you Radha? No, we are not Radha. We are whom? We are Sudhakar. For Sudhakar, no entry. Okay, fine. बाद में क्या होता? If Bharati fails to pay, endorsed bill dishonored by Bharati. Endorsed bill dishonor. अब क्या हुआ? When endorsed bill dishonor, please remember, when the endorsed bill is dishonored, when the endorsed bill is dishonored, the debtor will increase. What? When the endorsed bill is dishonored, we can say that debtor increase. What happened? When the endorsed bill dishonored, debtor increased and simultaneously the creditor also increased. Who is debtor? Debtor is Bharati. Who is creditor? Creditor is Radha. Debtor increased, asset increased, debit. Radha is a creditor, creditor increased credit. Now the journal entry will be what? Bharati account debit to Radha account. Please remember, please make a note of it. Here what happened? endorsed bill is dishonored. When the endorsed bill is dishonored, the debtor will increase, because dishonor means what? It goes back to debtor. Debtor will decrease. Simultaneously, Bharati didn't pay money to creditor called Radha. When Bharati didn't pay money to Radha, Radha will ask money from Sudhakar. So, debtor also increased, creditor also increased. Asset increased debit, liability increased credit, then the journal entry will be Bharati account debit to Radha. Please remember this thing. This is second case. Endorsed to Bharati. If it is met, no entry for Sudhakar. If it is dishonored, Bharati account debit to Radha account. Debtor's account debit to Radha's account. Fine. Let us move on to the next concept. The third one. If bill is discounted with the bank. क्या होता है इधर? Bill is discounted with the bank. Sudhakara discounted the bill with the bank. Means what? Bills receivable sold to bank at discount. That is the meaning of this. Common meaning. I am not telling you the professional meaning. I am telling you the common meaning. Discounted means what? Maturity of the bill is 4 months, but after 1 month we are discounting it with the banker. Banker will not pay full amount of the bill. The banker will pay around 98%, 92%, 95% of the bill. Whatever the remaining not paid, that is called, my dear student, as a discounted amount. In a common word, we can say that bills receivable sold to bank at discount. अब क्या हुआ? When you sold the bills receivable, your bills receivable decreased. We should not say that it is a income. Since you are selling asset, your asset decreased. Asset decreased, it is to be credited. To the bank, your bank balance increases, it is to be debited. Discount is expenses to Sudhakar. Discount is what? Expenses to Sudhakar. Expenses is to be debited. Now, what is a journal entry for this, my dear student? For this, journal entry is, I tell you, the journal entry is bank account debit, discount account debit, to bills receivable account. Did you understood? Bank increased, bank account debit, discount debit, because discount also expenses, to bills receivable account. बाद में Bharati made the bill. What Bharati did, my dear student? Bharati made the bill. Made the bill means Bharati paid the amount. Bharati paid the amount to whom? Now the bills are available with whom? The bills are not available with Sudhakar. When the Sudhakar discounted the bill is available with whom? Banker. So Bharati met means banker received money. So what happened to Sudhakar? So no entry for Sudhakar, because when you discounted the bill to the banker, you are transferring your ownership to the banker. When you are transferring your ownership, you lost the authority of receiving money from Bharati. Now the Bharati met means Bharati paid the amount of the bill to the banker. When Bharati paid the amount of the bill to the banker, then no entry for Sudhakar. Malum hua? Please listen with a lot of interest. If you didn't understood, you go for rewind. You can listen 2 to 3 times, then it go directly into your head. Now, discounted bill dishonored by Bharati. Oh, discounted bill dishonored by Bharati. डिस्काउंटेड बिल डिसऑनर हो गया. अब बिल किधर है? बैंक में है, वो डिसऑनर हो गया. क्या होता? वेन एवर द बिल डिसऑनर्ड, प्लीज रिमेंबर दैट debtor increased debit. Always remember, dishonor means debtor increased debit. अब बिल किधर है? बैंक में है. बिल किधर है? बैंक में है. बैंक को क्या करना? बैंक को ऑपोजिट क्रेडिट करना, बिकॉज बिल किधर है, अब बैंक में है. इट इज माई रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू पे द मनी टू द बैंकर. डिसऑनर हुआ तो बैंकर विल कम टू द हाउस ऑफ सुधाकर. दे आर आस्किंग मनी फॉर रिफंड. आई पे द मनी टू द बैंक, सो माई बैंक बैलेंस डिक्रीजेस, क्रेडिट. क्या बोले मालूम हुआ? मैं डेटॉर इंक्रीज्ड, डेबिट करना. I should pay money to the banker out of my pocket. My bank balance, my means Sudhakar bank balance will decrease. That's why it is to be credited. अब एंट्री क्या होता? For this entry will be, ठीक, for this entry will be, okay fine, I pass the entry on my own. For this entry will be what? Debtors. Who is debtor? Who is debtor? Debtor means whom? Debtor is Bharati, right? Now the entry will be, now the entry will be, now for this entry will be what? Bharati account debit to bank account. Did you understood? See, when endorsed bill dishonored, Bharati account debit to Radha. Please remember, when endorsed bill dishonored, Bharati account debit to Radha. When discounted bill dishonored, Bharati account debit to bank account. So Bharati remains the same. Did you understood? Let me move on to the next concept, my dear students. Now, here bill is sent to the bank for collection. Please remember, here bill is sent to the bank for collection. What you are doing? We are sending the bill to the bank for collection. We are sending the bill to the bank for collection. It doesn't mean that we are selling the bill. Just we sent the bill to the bank for collection. Ownership is, ownership of the bill is still with Sudhakar. Remember, ownership is not transferred, ownership is still with Sudhakar. Now what happens? Bill, I don't know why so much of trouble that this pen is giving, my dear students, especially in this particular video, so much of trouble. See, Sudhakara sent to the bank for collection. What Sudhakara sent? Sudhakara sent the bill to the bank for collection. When Sudhakara sent the bill to the bank for collection, the bill decreased. What decreased? The bill decreased. The bill decreased is to be credited. Sent to the bank for collection is to be debited. Now the journal entry will be what? For this, the journal entry will be bills sent to bank for collection account debit to bills receivable account. Similarly, same concept. If it is given to Bharat, in endorsee Radha, Radha account debit to BR. When it is sent to the bank for collection, bank account debit to BR. When it is sent to the bank for collection, sent to the bank for collection account debit to BR account. But here, ownership is still in the hands of Sudhakar. When it is endorsed to Bharati, when it is endorsed to Radha, ownership goes to Radha. When it is discounted with bank, the ownership goes to bank. But when the bill is sent to the bank for collection, the ownership is not given to the bank. The ownership is still with the Sudhakar only. But bills decreases, sent to the bank for collection increases. Now my dear student, what happened? Bharati met the bill amount honored. Means what? When Bharati met the bill, cash or bank increases, okay? Bills receivable decreases. It is to be debited, BR is to be credited. We should not say no entry because banker is collecting the bill amount from Bharati on behalf of Sudhakar. Means amount is given to the credit of Sudhakar only. Now the journal entry will be bank account debit to bills sent to bank for collection. Because we have sent it to the bank for collection, right? Our bank balance increases. What happened? What happened, my dear student? Our bank balance increases. It is to be debited. Sent to the bank for collection. It is collected by bank, right? Sent to the bank for collection decreases. That is to be credited. Now the entry is cash or bank account debit to bill sent to the bank for collection account. Cash or bank account debit to bill sent to the bank for collection account. What happened? Cash or bank increases, sent to the bank for collection decreases. Sent to bank for collection decreases, it is to be credited. Okay, if bill sent to the bank for collection is dishonored by bank, अब क्या हो रहा? Dishonor हो रहा. When dishonored, obviously we can say that debtor increased, it is to be debited. Sent to the bank for collection decreases. Sent to bank for collection decreases, it is to be credited. Now the entry is, who is debtor? Debtor is Bharati, right? Now the entry is Bharati account debit to bills sent to bank for collection. How many cases we have completed? 4 cases. One is drawn, another is endorsed, another is sent to the, discounted with the bank and sent to the bank for collection. These are the 4 cases. Fine. What happened to the next one? See, my dear student, the retirement of a bill. What do you mean by retirement of a bill? Please remember, retirement of a bill. If drawee is ready to pay the amount of the bill before the due date. What? Before the due date. Then it is called retirement of a bill. I repeat, if the drawee is ready to pay the bill amount before the due date is called retirement of a bill. In such case, we have to give rebate. What we have to give? Rebate. This rebate is expenses to Sudhakar. Did you understood what I told? What do you mean by retirement of a bill? Retirement of a bill means the drawee met the bill amount before the due date. In such case, Sudhakara has supposed to give rebate to Bharati. This rebate is expenses to Sudhakar. When it is expenses, my dear children, it is to be debited. Now, what happened in case of retirement of a bill? What happened in case of retirement of a bill? In case of retirement of a bill, cash received from bills receivable. What happened? Cash increases, debited, BR decreased, credited. Moreover, there is a rebate. Rebate is a expenses to Sudhakar. It is to be debited. How many debit? There are 2 debits and 1 credit. Now the journal entry will be what? The journal entry will be cash account debit, rebate account debit, to bills receivable account. I am requesting you, my dear student, please make a note of it. Please make a note of it. What do you mean by retirement of a bill? Retirement of a bill means Drawee met the bill amount. I repeat my English wording. Drawee met the bill amount. Bharati met the bill amount before the due date. In such case, drawer has to give rebate to the drawee. Then rebate is what? Expenses to drawer, means Sudhakar. In such case, cash increases debit, rebate expenses debit, bills receivable decreased credit. Because here Bharati is met the bills. So bills receivable is to be credited. I hope you got the retirement of a bill, right? The next concept, a renewal of a bill. What do you mean by renewal of a bill? It's a very important. What do you mean by renewal? Here, 3 months duration is given. 3 months duration is given to Bharati. But within 3 months, Bharati is not able to meet the bill amount. Within 3 months, Bharati is not able to meet the bill amount. Then he is asking Sudhakar, please you extend, you give another 2 to 3 months so that I can pay money to you. This is called a renewal of a bill. I repeat my explanation. Renewal of a bill means if the drawee is not in a position to meet the bill amount, he requests, I repeat, if the drawee is not in a position to meet the bill amount, she requests the drawer to extend the duration of the bill. That is called renewal of a bill. In such case, what we have to do? In such case, cancel the old bill. What we have to do? We have to cancel the old bill. Cancel means dishonor. When we cancel the old bill, obviously debtor increased, BR decreased if the bill is with Sudhakar. ये तो debtor increase होता. Debtor means what? Bharati. Bharati is to be debited. No doubt at all. ये credit है ना. This is to be points to be remembered. If the bill is with Sudhakar, BR is to be credited. If the bill is with Radha as a endorsee, Radha is to be credited. Or if the bill is with Radha, Radha is to be credited. If the bill is or discounted with the bank, then bank is to be credited. Now in such case, the journal entry is what? Bharati account debit to bills receivable or to Radha or to bank account. If it is sent to the bank for collection or sent to the bank for collection account. क्या बोले मालूम हुआ? Did you understood? When Bharati requesting for renewal of a new bill, for drawing a new bill, what we have to do? We have to cancel the old bill. When we cancel the old bill, debtor increases, BR decreases if the bill is with Sudhakar. Okay? Or else if it is with Radha, Radha is to be credited. If it is with the bank for discount, then bank is to be credited. Then the journal entry, Bharati account debit to BR, to Radha or to bank account. बाद में क्या करना? Later on, draw the new bill with interest. See, when Bharati is requesting for extending another 2 or 3 months, here Sudhakara will do what? He will draw the new bill along with some interest. He is asking interest for extended money. Here, interest is what to Sudhakar? Interest is income to Sudhakar. Now, what happened? When I draw a new bill, what happened? Bill increases. Okay? It is to be debited. The bill is drawn whom? The bill is drawn on Bharati. Who is Bharati? Bharati is a debtor. Debtor decreased, Bharati is to be credited. Still interest is a income to Sudhakar, it is to be credited. Now the new bill is drawn along with interest. Then the entry will be new bills receivable account debit to Bharati account to interest account. So new bill includes what? New bill includes the amount of the old bill along with the interest. See, in case of retirement of a bill, Sudhakara will give rebate to Bharati, it is a expenses to Sudhakar. But in case of renewal of a bill, Sudhakara will draw a new bill on Bharati along with the interest is income to Sudhakar. In such case, we have to cancel the old bill, we have to draw the new bill. When the new bill is drawn, BR increased, debtor and Bharati decreased, interest is a income to Sudhakar credited. Then the entry will be new bills receivable account debit to Bharati account as a debtor called acceptor, called drawee to interest account. Malum ho raha hai na? Please listen to this video very very carefully, my dear children. बाद में क्या हुआ? See, a small situation. Entry for dishonor when the bill is with 4 situations. When the bill is dishonored. When the bill is dishonored, remember, debtor increased, bills receivable decreased, debit and credit. For this journal entry will be, please my dear children, for this journal entry will be Bharati account debit to bills receivable account. Now, endorsed bill dishonored. Endorsed to Radha is dishonored. In such case, again we have to say that debtor increased debit. The bill is with whom? Radha. Radha is to be credited. For this journal entry will be Bharati account debit to Radha account. Malum ho raha? Please remember, whenever the bill dishonor, always remember that the only one thing you remember that when the bill is dishonor, debtor increased, asset increased, it is to be debited. Here asset means debtor means whom? Bharati. In every situation, please remember, in every situation of dishonor, Bharati is to be debited. Who is to be credited? That depends on the situations. The bill is with whom? If the bill is with Sudhakar only, then we have to take. If the bill is with only Sudhakar, we have to take BR. If bill is with Radha, we have to credit Radha. Now, endorsed discounted bill dishonored. अब बिल किधर है? बैंक में है. क्या हो रहा है एंट्री? अगेन debtor increased debit. The bill is discounted whom? The discounted with bank. Bank is to be credited. Are you getting my word? Here Radha is credited, here bank is credited. Entry remain the same. What? Bharati account debit to bank account. Next. Bill sent to the bank for collection is dishonored. Okay, fine. Again dishonored. What dishonored? Sent to the bank for collection. Same concept. What happened? Debtor increased debit. Sent to the bank for collection credit. Now the journal entry will be remain same. What is that entry? Bharati account debit to bills sent to bank for collection account. See, in all the 4 cases, what is debited? Bharati debited, Bharati debited, Bharati debited, Bharati debited. Always remember that whenever the bills are dishonored, debtor increase. It's very important for rectification of error chapter. When the bill is dishonored, the debtor increase. When the bill is dishonored, debtor is increased. When the bill is dishonored, debtor is increased. Debtor is to be credited, mean debited, Bharati is to be debited. Now the question arises, what is to be credited? If the bill is not endorsed anyone, not discounted, In such case, credit the bills receivable. If it is endorsed to Radha, credit Radha. If it is discounted with the bank, bank is to be credited. If it is sent to the bank for collection, sent to the bank for collection is to be credited. Did you understood, my dear children? This is a very important point. Let us move on to the next one. If Bharati is insolvent, another important concept. Please remember, who is insolvent? Bharati is insolvent. Who is Bharati? Debtor. Debtor insolvent हुआ तो क्या करना? When the debtor is insolvent, क्या करना? Please remember two things. Number one, cancel the old bill. When you cancel the old bill, what happened? Your debtor increased, BR decreased, or creditor or bank or sent for collection. For this entry will be what? Bharati account debit, to bills receivable, or to Radha, or to bank, or to sent to bank for collection. This is the first entry when you cancel the bill. बाद में क्या करते हैं? Please remember two things. When a debtor is insolvent, we have to cancel the old bill. When a debtor is insolvent, we have to cancel the old bill. Debtor increased debit, BR decreased credit. So debtor's account debit to BR, Bharati account debit to BR. If the bill is with Radha, instead of 2 BR, we have to write 2 Radha. If it is discounted, instead of 2 BR, instead of 2 Radha, we have to write 2 bank. If it is sent to bank for collection, we have to write 2 sent to bank for collection. But Bharati account remains the same as a debtor. Now my dear children, Bharati is insolvent, bill is cancelled. बाद में क्या करते आप? Insolvent होने के बाद recovered from her private property. Recovered from her private property. Recovered from her private property. What you recover? You recover the cash. Cash increases. Since my dear student, debtor is insolvent, when the debtor is insolvent, we have to use bad debts. What we have to use? We have to use bad debts. Bad debts क्या होता? Bad debts will be expenses. Cash increases debit, bad debts is to be debited. Cash increases debit, bad debts is to be debit. Now the journal entry will be cash account debit, bad debts account debit to Bharati account. Please remember, this is a point. This will come from the first problem itself. When the debtor is insolvent, my dear children, when the debtor is insolvent, cancel the old bill. Debtor increased, BR decreased. After cancellation, we have to recover the money from her private property. We have to recover the money from private property of Bharati. When the debtor is insolvent, we can say that bad debts obviously come. Now, cash increases debit, bad debts expenses debit. It is recovered from Bharati, Bharati credit. Cash account debit, bad debts account debit to Bharati account. Now, if Sudhakar is insolvent, who is insolvent? Please remember, who is insolvent here? Sudhakar is insolvent. Please wait, listen. Now, who is insolvent? Here Sudhakar is insolvent, means I. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು, ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಮ್, ಹಮೆ, my insolvent. When my insolvent, what we have to do? I tell you, cancel BP. what we have to do? We have to, because I insolvent means for me it is a BP, cancel BP. When BP cancelled, BP decreased, creditors increased. BP decreased means liability decreased. When liability decreased, it is to be debited. When creditor increased, it is to be credited. For this, the journal entry will be bills payable account debit to creditors account. Okay, बाद में second one, recovered from my private property. Recovered from my private property. When recovered from my private property, my cash balance will decrease. It is to be credited. There comes the deficiency. What? It is to be credited. Recovered from my private property. See, when my dear student, when the debtor is insolvent, we have to use bad debts. When debtor is insolvent, we have to use bad debts. If I is insolvent, if I become insolvent, when I is insolvent, if I insolvent, use deficiency. Cash decreases, deficiency credit. Now what to do? This amount is given to whom? This amount is given to creditors. Creditors account debit to cash account to deficiency account. These are all the points that we need to remember. I take this concept in the later stage, but for a time being, for this particular stage, what is needed is, when the debtor is insolvent, cancel the old bill, recover the money from private property. Cancel the old bill, recovered from private property, whatever the balance you fails to recover, it is to be transferred to bad debts. But when I become insolvent, नॉन इंसॉल्वेंट आदरे इफ हमें इंसॉल्वेंट हुआ तो बैलेंस को किधर डालना, बैलेंस को डिफिशियंसी में डालना, किधर डालना, डिफिशियंसी में डालना. That I teach you in detail in the next class. Okay, please my dear student, make a note of all these things in your notes before commencing any problems on this particular chapter. Okay, thank you, take care, bye bye, all the best.